Stay tuned for urban legends to ghostly tales of the paranormal, because now it's time for
Message on the Wall.
Ireland is full of myths and legends and tales of fairy folk, but there are none more feared on the Emerald Isle than the Pooka. When times were different, farmers blamed the Pooka for any troubles that befell them, from damage done to fences and crops to illness among the cattle. Depending on the area, the Pooka comes in all shapes and forms, its origins being lost, though it is thought that it could be Scandinavian, coming from Pook, meaning nature spirit, and nature spirits tended to be very demanding if they were not to cause chaos. Horse cults were also very prevalent during the early Celtic era, which may be why in many places the Pooka appears in the form of a wild horse with flowing mane and burning yellow eyes. Coming at night, it breaks down gates and fences, tramples crops and terrifies livestock to make them scatter. In County Down, the Pooka was believed to be a goblin, small and deformed, that demands its share of the crops, and so even now the reaper will deliberately leave a few strands of corn known as the Pooka's share. And yet more central of the island, the Pooka is said to be the opposite, a large airy humanoid that comes out at night to terrify anyone that comes across it. In the southern regions, the Pooka comes in the form of a large eagle with a massive wingspan, while more to the west, the Pooka is a goat-like creature with curled horns. The Pooka can stop hens from laying and cows from giving milk. It's even been known for the Pooka to stand outside someone's home and call out their name. But if they leave the safety of their home, then they are never seen again. And if they huddle by their hearth and await morning, then the vindictive Pooka will break down the fence and damage the property. In olden times, gifts would be left for the Pooka to appease, as well as to show reverence, as it was believed the Pooka had the gift to foretell the future. Brian Boru, the High King of Ireland during the first part of the 11th century, is said to be the only man to ride the Pooka, and in so doing made a deal with the magic steed. Having a bridle made from 3 hairs of the Pooka's tail, the king managed to remain mounted until the creature became exhausted and so yielding to his will. The king got from the Pooka 2 promises: one, that it would not attack or damage the property of any Christian, and 2, that it would never again attack an Irishman, though other nationalities were fair game for the Pooka, so long as they weren't Christians, of course. However, those out at night with a plan to commit evil, or those who are drunk, are also the exception. The Pooka appeared to keep its promise, but as time's gone by it seems to have forgotten, for to this day, those even sober individuals out at night claim to have been attacked by the Pooka. You've been listening to Message on the Wall, brought to you by Paranormal X, your website for everything paranormal at www.paranormalx.yolasite.com.